your vision for becoming governor? Why should people vote for you?
Well, you know, I grew up in a working poor family. I know what it feels like to struggle. And the keys to my success were the fact that I had a strong family and strong access to education. My vision for the future of the Commonwealth of Virginia is ensuring that every Virginian, no matter where they live, no matter the zip code, gets a fair shot at success. And to me, that begins with the foundation of school and public education. That's what it did for me, and that's why I was able to achieve the office of mayor at age 35. And I want to make sure that every child in this state has access to that high education, high quality of education as well.
Well, what are the high points then for your involvement in education as mayor, for example? Can you point to somehow that your influence has changed SOL scores, or has changed truancy rates, or has somehow enhanced the Richmond, even though they're a separate entity?
Yeah. I'm very proud of what we've been able to do here in Richmond over the course of the last 7 years. We were recognized as one of the best places to live in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and I'm very proud of that. And I think that begins with us expanding the tax base that allowed us to make some robust and historic investments in Richmond public schools. Nearly a 50% increase in investment in Richmond public schools, which has allowed for them to navigate the pandemic, which unfortunately every locality has been suffering from with learning loss and whatnot, but being able to invest in teachers as well. I believe the average starting pay of a teacher now in the beginning was $52,000 a year, now it's $64,000 a year. That's one of the highest in the Central Virginia region. That sort of investment is necessary for kids who are struggling with the challenges of poverty to get access to the middle class and be competitive in this 21st century economy. What I want to do as governor is ensure that every family gets a fair shot at success. I grew up here in this state. I grew up in the Hampton Roads region, been able to be adopted by my hometown of Richmond. And what I see each and every day are people like my grandmother who raised me and like my father who was a custodian, who have always been, all they ask for is to work hard and get access to the middle class. I know there are people all across this state who are just like that, who just want a fair shot.
Virginia is perennially one of the top places to do business. Now, you've backed some big, high-profile ventures that failed to pass. How should Virginians broadly think that Levar Stoney is the guy who can get a big project done, bring in the big fish, the big job, the big employers after Navy Hill and 2 casino boats?
If you look at the city of Richmond today compared to it was a decade ago, you will see that the tax base in the city has expanded. It's nearly doubled since the last 10 years. I'm very, very proud of that. And that means that we've been very diligent about bringing new employers in. You think about CoStar's bringing 2,000 new jobs to downtown Richmond. But have there been failures? Yes, there have. I think about whether it was Navy Hill or the casino, and I have no regrets. Let me tell you why. Because I'm always going to be a champion for economic opportunities, always going to be a champion for job opportunities, and always going to be a champion for educational opportunities. Both of those projects could have brought that to the city of Richmond. However, we've still been able to be successful. We've brought in the Diamond District. We're working on City Center right now. These will extend the growth of our city for years and years to come. And I will add to this as well. Over the last decade, we've seen a 50% increase in per capita income in the city of Richmond, a 40% increase in average in median household income as well. This city is better off than it was 10 years ago, 7 years ago when I started this job as well. And I will say, when you look at 22% reduction in the poverty rate in the city, that's because of the hard work that our team in City Hall has done. I will bring that same get things done approach as the governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia as well.
Your principal opponent at this point has won 2 very competitive races for Congress, has a generally higher profile sort of statewide, obviously working out of Washington. The fact that she has won those competitive races means she can appeal to a broader swath, the independents, if you will. What makes you think you can take her on and convince voters that your record and your goals and vision are better for Virginia?
Here's the thing, there's a difference between me and my opponent. Me and my competitor have different backgrounds, we come from different upbringings, and we have served in a different type of elected office as well. At the end of the day, I will say that I respect her service, but at the end of the day, I'm going to focus on my record and my vision for the Commonwealth as well. And I look back at my time as the mayor of this great city. In 2016, I had a tough election in which I won. In 2020, I had a tough election during a tumultuous time, and I won that election as well. And I will say, I won those elections by using my Get Things Done approach, using that message to go to every zip code, every ward in this city, and also the ability to build a broad-based coalition as well. That's what's needed right now. I think voters Democrats, Virginians are hungry for someone who can actually step into any corner of this state without worry because of my background, and I'm able to do that. That's what I'll bring into this challenge, and I'm looking forward to doing it come for the next 18 months.
And lastly, the Virginia Republicans say you're a far left-wing politician who's not a good fit for Virginia. Any response to that?
I'd say look at my record. My record has been about economic mobility. If economic mobility and ensuring that people get a fair shot at success is far left, then I think we know which party is the one that's out of touch.